As I'm sure you now know, One Piece is going exclusive to Patreon from part 71 onwards, where you'll be able to watch it for free and ad-free. But now, if you fancy it, you can join the brand new Luffy tier and gain 5 weeks of early access to everything great about One Piece, plus 2 weeks of early access to normal Wednesday videos. Check it out on Patreon, linked in the description, or by visiting patreon.com/TheHonestGamer. So this is why they mentioned where he lived last episode. I'm glad that led to this happening, and rightly so. I really cannot get over the painfully forced winking, and neither do I want to. Feels like he always has to do one extra one. Yes! He's leaving the story, at least for now, and he's getting a win. He's been quite the legend helping them out here, and he'll be missed a bit, really. We knew this from a few episodes ago, but this just reminded me. So hyped! Luffy's continued reaction in the background, though. Feels right that someone as well connected as Robin was, and especially as well travelled, would have known this about him. Oh man, Brook is so good in moments like this, because for him it's a long time ago. For everyone else, it's fairly recent history. The fact that the animators likely, I'm guessing, took a page from the manga where he maybe had his hand resting on the bottle and then decided to animate it. Automatic Chopper being adorable win. That big ass reveal out of nowhere. For clarity, he's saying that as a crew, we were not caught. Just he handed himself in. Bringing things full circle once more, it feels like, as that's the Doctor who is caring for Laboon. Hearing a bit more about Roger and his achievement after the Doctor helped him beat the illness, and it also got me thinking, I wonder if that's the same sickness Brooks' captain caught. Oda, you absolute legend, you. To write stories like this is truly something else, man. I think I also really like how Oda never made King of the Pirates like a title and a crown given to someone. It's just something they called Roger due to his actions. How poetically this was handled. When the crew is mentioned to have disbanded, the bubble bursts. Then everyone left, and the smaller bubbles pop away. Just seeing this moment felt oddly really powerful to me for some reason. Witnessing the same scene I've watched so many times now, but with him telling it, it just made it feel so much more profound to me. It's like he injected not only realism into it, but emotion too. Nami can literally take a win for basically saying exactly what I did in the prior win. Baggy. Of course we knew this already from hundreds of episodes ago, but I love the voice act of him and I genuinely hope to be able to see him again in the future, and I'm glad he's kept fresh in our minds. As always, big fan of the background stuff just happening, like her cleaning up Luffy's food he spat out in shock. Aww, you never see Luffy like this. You can really see how much he means to him. Context, he said, I'm sure he's waiting for you in the New World, and this for some reason just made me think of Hunter x Hunter and how epically that story also plays out. They're both so good. Another circle has come around to become full. You know what I mean. We had Brooke and the Doctor mentioned, and now Robin is taking the time to ask about this giant mystery. I had also totally forgot about that she found his writing on one of them up there during the Sky Island saga.
Oh, 知っている。我々は歴史のすべてを知った。
He's clearly not going to tell her and thus us. That'd be giving too much away, but it was a big deal and I love how it was revealed too. Also though, whilst I'm here, this view auto-triggered the automatic win number 2, that being Robin looking good. Only 2 more auto wins, let's see if they happen. Also, the fact that I finished the script and I'm now recording, I actually did the automatic win number 2 twice. So, and I might have called it number 3 for Robin later on, but yeah, you'll see that.
歴史のすべてを私が話しても、今の君らには何もできやしない。
Instead of there being some arbitrary reason why he doesn't tell them then and there, or some ex machina stops him from bringing it up suddenly, I'm so glad this was the given reason instead.
その後に導き出す答えが我々と同じとも限らない。
Couple more wins here. How he further justifies what he's saying by mentioning how you all might come to a different conclusion than we did.
いいえ、やめておくわ。旅を続ける。
And also how she thought suddenly of the crew. Light dawned on her and she smiled, likely thinking, no, I'm content to see this adventure out with them, rather than skip to an ending.
あいつはな、万物の声を聞け。それだけのこと。
Such a great and mysterious wrap to this ongoing question in the story. That's getting 2 single wins. Firstly for the voice acting prowess there. And secondly because he did it for the same reason as Robin did. This is his adventure. He wants to find this out for himself and it's not something to have spoiled here, and this is how much it means to him. Great follow-up to the last win. What a horrible illness to have to live with whilst doing this specific journey.
支配なんかしねえよ。この海で一番自由なやつが海賊王だ。
Such a good response and one that he likely really vibed with, and I'm guessing Roger would have as well. For context, he was asked about if he could rule over the seas basically. Luffy's amazing.
コーティング作業には3日もらおう。
3日もかかんのか？
命を預かる作業だ。それが最速。
Glad this was mentioned, especially after the previous comment regarding rushed jobs, resulting in ships being crushed under the sea trying to make the same trip.
それじゃあ3日間はサバイバルですね。よほほほ、怖い。
Automatic win number 4. It's for Brooke's insane laugh. If you're wondering how we went from 1 to 4, you might be forgetting the ladies, but let's see if they pull something out of the bag. And returning to this, we already did the Robin one, so we didn't skip from 1 to 4. I'm so tired, I've been working so much.
安静にしとくんだぞ。
3日後に会いましょう。見送りに行くわね。
An awesome goodbye being shared here for the next 3 days as they split up to avoid the Navy, the music only making it more epic. That might legit be one of the greatest entrances an anime character has ever made into a scene. In fact, it was so good, it deserves to also get a great ending win, giving it one more.
元気でねー。無茶すんじゃねえぞ。
We're blessed with another goodbye as they're actually leaving now. That is so lovely because we're unlikely to see these 3 again, sadly. Glad we got to see that. Literally a win for building a smile across my face as I saw this scene play out and heard that amazing music. I had also forgotten about this link from before, giving Frankie a chain from Tom to Roger as well.
遊園地行かねえか？
How he's brought this up twice at the end of the last episode and now once again already this episode. My guess is he literally moved away and then back, dodging the bullet, but I don't care. That was sick no matter what. He did it again and I still don't know how he's doing it. Send help! I think I'm right. He must be able to move at like the speed of sound or something. Man, I love this anime. That scene, that unreal scene, just went ahead and unlocked max wins for the video. So not only can he move so fast, but he can cause that kind of destruction. That this strong pirate is, true to his word from the last video, still hanging around to see what the Navy has. Oh my god, what a really weird but new and unique ability someone has! What the hell? The fact that she's still in the anime, albeit prefer her when she's not eating. I know they're all wearing the same gear, but still, what a crowd shot! The coolest thing about this is the captain just said there's no need to rush. This has already been written, likely because he knew he was about to appear here no matter what. Words can barely express how happy I am to witness what has been built up as really strong pirates versus what has already been known to us from Thriller Bark as an exceptionally strong enemy. The same thing that happened to Sanji. Before anything else even happens, this is getting a massive hype-inducing win because I cannot wait to see what will happen next. This big guy, recently freed, is clearly far stronger than he looks, being able to go toe-to-toe with Kuma, and of course they're all now attacking him. It's so good. I highly doubt that's going to be it, but they deserve a win regardless for even scoring a knockdown. He got back up so quick though. Oh, it's so good! What the heck happened? Either there's more than one of him, or he's finished over there already and quickly then found our crew. I'm losing my marbles over here. Help me collect them, quick! Attack! That was by far one of the most funny, legit cool, and also shocking abilities I've seen in the whole thing today. I absolutely love how it was done too. Max wins for that. And then even better, the cannonballs turned massive once they were away from his body. So it's got multiple different elements to how it works, clearly. This is quickly becoming my favourite ability of the whole show. Okay, this must be numerous different versions of Kuma. That has to be the case now, and even this big tough guy is really struggling against it too. My guess is that he's saying his own chance of success in the fight is 0% here, and yet he's so calm. His power really reminds me of ones from Hunter x Hunter. In fact, I'm getting that vibe in general now. Oh, so it's the speed of light! But what I liked here is that he did predict his ability to evade was 76%, so he took his best chances with that. For clarity, the power from his kick went all the way through to end up hitting this dude. And then he can also just create power like this out of his fingers. This guy is truly next level. No, wait. This can't be the case of collateral damage, as we keep seeing what looks like voodoo dolls. But what it actually is, I have no idea. I'm just hyped and enjoying myself so much over here. Ah, now I get it. I just wonder now if his dolls are linked to members of his own crew, or just people he has chosen, or met, or whatever else it may be. Oh, I'm so in love with this anime. Now they're also taking on Kuma and the Admiral. Luffy and crew are going to fight another Kuma clearly, and Levi and that are fighting the third. It's so good. Bro, who'd have seriously thought he was strong enough to smash Kuma back like that? Literally keeps getting better all the time. In fact, it's now officially surpassed East Blue, Arabasta, Sky Island and Water 7 for me. Now it remains to be seen. Can it overtake Thriller Bark? Let me check my sources, like that dude with the cards. My sources say, hell yes it will, and very soon, as it's this good, and it's somewhat near the start still. A lot of these New Age pirates who are very strong do just seem to be very brave too. Another instance where, of course, Luffy wouldn't know who he is, given he was out cold when he made his appearance last. This is no time to be excited by his weapons, man! Half the win is for seeing Chopper getting into combat mode, the other half is, I think, this is not the Kuma, given that he doesn't seem to have a Devil Fruit ability. And that is getting max wins, because I thought it'd blow him back a bit, not knock him that far back and into the tree.
Luffy-san!
The best continues to get better, baby! I do really like that mentality as well. No need to test things out first. An art style change so good looking it should be up in a bloody museum. 3 very quick but very nicely done crowd shots where everyone looks unique. 2 wins to end such a brilliant episode. 1, this new character interestingly being introduced in a super mysterious fashion no less. And secondly, how it then qualified as a result for cracking good ending to score 1 more. Thinking about it, the other giveaway that it's not the original Kuma or the main one anyway is that none of them have spoken a word, and he did speak a fair bit. Now back to the battle! Some real nice long distance shots mixed in here during the fighting too. In fact, at the start, you could see some buildings in the background. How they did that up close animation of them all dodging and getting in closer to the target like that. You have got to figure that that'd be enough force to bring him down finally, right? Couple wins here. Firstly, I liked how they're keeping out the way for this fight, letting the 3 strongest go head to head against it. But also Zoro reminding me of how insanely strong the real one is, because it would simply have dodged all those big attacks. Okay, that is just nuts. Now we get to witness how the strongest other pirates manage against their own versions of the thing. They're not doing too great either.
キザルの攻撃力を再現したのかベガパンク
It's really cool how he's an ex-member of the Navy and thus we are able to learn this from him.
内情を知っている分絶望もでかいと思うがね今はわしもいるのでね
The way he says that with such confidence really knocks it out of you. Like there's no possible way they can defeat it. Not to mention him as well.
世にも珍しいゾーン系古代種
That is so sick. Like there's so many different types of abilities on display these last few episodes that it's blowing my mind. It's a weird one, I'll grant you, but it's getting max wins for such a weird reason. Like he just transformed and already got beat and transformed back. That's a GLPT. And that is getting max wins for being plain old fantastic to witness, especially the slow motion part at the start. This is a different part of his main ability.
何の能力か知らねえけども実態はあるな
These guys in the Navy, man. Oh my god, if I was in this world, I'd be tempted to join up just to avoid having to bloody fight people like him. Like so calmly fighting him.
ダメージの限界を超える本当に死んじまう
まずは一人目
Oda over here making me freak out that one of the newest characters introduced might legit be taken out here already.
Nanda?
What the heck happened all of a sudden? It made me laugh, but I also found it really shocking. And I did think his teeth looked like piano keys already too. There's no way that's a perma-lost limb, right? Surely it's like Levi's ability. Oh my goodness, what the heck is this now?
ひどいね
Dude can even control parts of his body? Or is that it's still affected by whatever he did to it? I'm so confused.
おおびっくりしたね
Come on, man. I see things like this and I'm just left thinking, how can you possibly beat a guy who can do that? However, I did think the same with Crocodile and we know how that ended, but still. This guy is so powerful, he's freaking me out a little bit. Just a bit. I don't even care you're getting another one. He's watching the building go down and boom, he's there kicking him too. Don't even care number 3. He immediately attacks him without even looking. It's too much. And Max wins for that. Such a great build-up. And then they use that badass-looking visual and that music, which I can't recall having heard before, that gets the old blood pumping.
おじきちゃんと持ってんじゃねえかゴテンテン虫なんで連絡してこねえんだ
Color me extremely shocked that the voice actress for Chopper was able to pull off this much heavier sounding voice.
おおそうなのそれなら
By the by, 2 quick wins that have been brewing. Firstly, it's how he's so physically fast and yet so slow when talking and thinking. Nice little thing done there. But also I've been thinking this is a cracking good display of what the new world has in store for them as a crew, and it's definitely much tougher than anything before now. The animation on the attack hitting him though. Haven't done this win in a while, but moves being set up and then he can't fire it off as it was too fast. Showing us that all this time later he's still dealing with medical issues stemming from that fight with original Kuma.
こいつまだあの時の傷が完治してるわけねえのに
I'm glad it was Sanji of all people who noted this like I did. Wow, there's him expecting to be able to cast Room and then likely knock him into pieces, and the thing is smart enough to suddenly attack behind him. Can't believe how strong these things are. Even worse for them is that the Navy has now turned up in force to help take them down as well. Wow. To his credit, he's the first guy I've seen that he's actually caused some physical damage to the inside of the machine. I mean, Zoro cut the arm open, but I thought maybe it was just the outer bit. Oh snap! I'm genuinely impressed. I figured he'd dodge it, but to confidently take it, or even maybe absorb it, is truly badass. I was glad to see that when it became clear that Luffy, Zoro and Sanji couldn't beat it alone, that the others are now actively engaging in the battle too.
Zoro!
That made me borderline emotional right there, so it's getting max wins. We got Chopper diving in to help a seriously out of his depth now Zoro, and then Frankie saving Chopper. They're such a team. And then, to back up and make the last wins even better, is Robin helping to protect Frankie from the impact. He already got his automatic win, right? I'll just give him one here for being dead hilarious. Get it? And then after Brook was unable to pierce the armor, thankfully Usopp comes in to help. Oh my goodness, did they actually manage to win by overwhelming him? Or is he gonna like recharge and be after them again? Let's go! Feels only right to give Max wins again. Firstly, because he did indeed get back up. Secondly, because he was after Nami and she was saved in a very clever way by Robin. It's so good! Glad to see that Nami too got in a big attack as well. Damn, she hurt him so bad he's now going nuts. The best keeps getting better. Probably the hardest and most solid attack that has been landed on him so far. Oh my word, Zoro is about to do the thing he did at Eni's lobby to end that battle. Although I was hoping he'd cut the thing in half, it was still an equally solid landing attack. And then Luffy can take one more win for that giant attack too. And of course, without a single doubt, take another one for them finally having beaten him, thankfully. My word, what a series of battles this has turned out to be. Baby Luffy! Robin being very sensible here, but it also made me think it's anti-anime through the roof, because they were on the cusp of splitting up for 3 days and then all hell broke loose instead. I like how his first thoughts are of realism and not, he must be a clone. Oh, this so isn't looking good. He's now either got another one with him or the actual Kuma. But even still, never want to give up in the slightest, you've got Zoro ready to draw his weapons. For context, Frankie called him Battle Axe, and I just thought that was such a Frankie thing to do. I'm insanely shocked that this is the turn of events that ended up happening. He blows himself up? Rare to ever see Luffy opt to run from a fight, but totally natural given the odds they're up against and a very smart move. Also smart to split up since they can no longer fight as it is. The way Sanji said this though. Brilliant teamwork. Usopp is begging Zoro to protect him, and Zoro says he himself is injured, and then Brook comes up with this great line. This really is where Usopp proves his worth, by quickly attacking them with some smoke to hide their escape. Nami using Frankie as a shield, but more importantly, I thought Usopp would have stopped him, but no, he's still right on their tails. This saga isn't letting up one bit. Exactly the same win, basically. What the hell, man? Is he using Haki as well, maybe? I don't care. For the last few wins, and now this happening, with clearly the Admiral having caught up, it's getting max wins. I am blown away, but also so worried for everyone. Right now, it just overtook Thriller Bark. It's now my #1 favourite saga no matter what happens, and it's only at the start. And of course, one for a gut-wrenching and amazing ending. He's even attacking his own people over there now, and of course they're really struggling against their version too. I felt every single bit of that attack, and it was insanely well done for that reason. At first I thought he had probably the most useless ability, but classic Oda, he went and made it more involved than it might seem on the surface, and thus he repelled the massive attack here. And now they are witnessing the truth here as well, as it gets up yet again. Thankfully though, it seems like Levi was able to put the final nail on the giant robotic cyborg coffin. Nice animation, to be fair. That got me laughing though, just rolling up to punch them out. Oh man, something tells me that is the real Kuma they just came across. The best hitting new levels of bestness. The voice actress absolutely nailing the sheer fear of panic in Luffy's voice, seeing his friends might be about to die here. Love it. Easy max wins. The closest thing he could do to issuing out an order there to do something to protect Zoro. That was one of the greatest moments for a small event in ages, man. I'm gonna say this now, he's the strongest enemy I've seen to date. Like, he's powering up an attack and at the same time literally cannot be attacked by anyone. It's insane, man. Robin just earned the anime 2 single wins. Firstly, this view unlocked automatic win number 3, and of course her doing this long range rescue, albeit slowly, which should get him out of harm's way, I hope. My god, this is the worst, no? How the hell can you hope to beat someone capable of doing things like this? It's like Oda introduced a god or something. Before anything else even happens, this is getting one for the incredible build-up. To me, this legit rivals anything I've seen in anime for a long time. If ever there was a time I wish I could issue out 3 wins instead of 2, this would be it. But rules are rules. However, I will do something else. So max wins for this, obviously. And in all fairness, it'd be stupid to ignore the anti-anime aspect that he's meant to be off doing the ship. Instead, he returned to help them. This is unheard of in anime, and it gets one more. Whilst I'm here, I will also just say, This is one of the single greatest moments in all of anime for me. Perfection.
若い芽を摘むんじゃない。これから始まるのだよ。
Oh, I love him so much already and he's been barely in it a few episodes. His way of acting and talking is so cool too. He really wants the best for the crew and the new generation. Let's freaking go!
ついてもすり抜ける体を今止めましたね。なんだ。
Ah, yeah, I totally spaced on that. They weren't able to even touch him and yet he did. What was that about?
我々海軍本部はマリージョアの天竜人たちに顔が立たんのですよ。
Finding out that sadly one of the biggest reasons that they've sent the largest of big guns after the crew is because of what went down at the auction house earlier. Kinda makes you regret it a bit.
全員逃げることだけ考えろ
Luffy flat out issuing the greatest and most serious instructions and orders he has ever done, because he knows this is life and death. And of course, he wants them out of Rayleigh's way too. This was already the #1 saga. It's continuing its rise above that though. It's gonna be tough for any other saga to beat right now. Frankie being really smart and using all of his remaining power to smash this Kuma bot as far away as possible so they can hopefully enact an escape. Oh, I'm totally freaking out. He's so strong and awesome. I hate him, but the fact that he can also create a sword of light is one of the sickest things in the damn show. Have a quick one as Rayleigh did cause physical damage to him too. Sanji is really proving himself to be great this video. Like, we knew he was all about helping the crew. Of course, that's true. But seeing him go out of his way to protect Zoro is amazing. How Usopp sold this to Zoro as it being Luffy's orders, as Zoro wanted him to drop him so he could help them escape. Kawaii! Brook already proving to be a totally invaluable member of the crew by doing this, and what a legend he looked like doing it too by saying those words. Such a badass moment for Sanji. A breakaway for a second. I just can't stop myself smiling. There's so much action and I live for that. So much emotion and the stakes are so high. It's brilliant! Seriously man, Sanji going to such lengths for them and likely especially Zoro. I think he felt great respect for him after what he did at the end of Thriller Bark. Never have I ever felt like our crew was more out of their depth than these past few episodes. It's like they're being toyed with. All the pirates are so far. Literally couldn't have timed the last win any better had I tried when we're faced with this visual right away. I had a feeling a while back, not recently mind you, that he might resort to this endgame attack in order to give them the chance to escape, and here we are.
Mate, PX1.
They had to survive, we knew that, but for him of all people to turn up and stop it? Yeah, that's a GLPT that is. The way that was done! I can't believe it, but Max wins again! I know he'll be okay. He's very, very likely to be transporting people away when he does this. Still insane, but at least Zoro will live. A perfect ending once more. I can't believe how much I'm loving this saga. It's actually nuts. That moment when sheer panic and anger runs through Usopp and he is no longer afraid and instead just filled with fury. It's done so well. Him screaming and it zoomed out to her turning her head whilst the rampaging Chopper is also screaming.
少なくともこの島にもすぐに会いに行けるような場所にもいねえさ。
Ah, now we get our answer as to what happens to the people he sends away.
ウソップさん
邪魔をするな。
It's still so good, and no one has joined me to make it stop yet. Max wins again.
助かってから考えろ。行け
I'm loving seeing this side of Luffy, never before having been on display.
死んでました。
He's just launching every member of the crew into different areas seemingly. Like, this is so insane. Where is everyone ending up, and how long will it take for them all to link back up eventually?
目の前で二人も仲間を。
It's real good to see this side to him and to Nami, who was frozen in place thinking of Zoro, and Frankie had to really get her to retreat. Their crew members just mean so much to them all. We thought the other versions were insanely powerful, and they were, but this guy is just on a different level, really.
逃げろ逃げろ。
Another gone, and God knows where. Best bunch of episodes of One Piece ever. And another. Nice bit of sword fighting animation there.
Kuma?
What did he say to him?
俺も立場を危ぶめている。
おめえ、一体どういうつもりだい？
What is even going on right now? I'm losing my mind! Send help! Something legit tells me, well, a lot of things really, that there's way more going on with Kuma than meets the eye. But all the same, what a punch from Frankie, my god! Way too long to get away with showing, but this whole sequence is also granted Max wins. The epic punch from Luffy that still didn't move Kuma as he's knocked back and Frankie is sent away. Getting to witness that extreme realism from a Nami who saw she was so out of her depth and likely thought death was knocking right then and there. That was some class A voice acting and animation. It's painful how powerful he is compared to everyone else. Like I said before, this has been such an eye-opener for the strength of enemies they will face in the new world. Perhaps even more insane is how he doesn't just have to reflect, he can straight up negate a punch by sending the person throwing it away. It's legit horrible to watch our strong crew reacting like this, like her running away in such fear for her life. For the culmination of all of the incredible voice acting we've witnessed these past few episodes, especially from Luffy's voice actress, I'm giving Max wins here. Make me tear up this. He must just feel so weak and powerless. Whoever thought to use this music here with these images is such a legend.
そんなことより、お前、俺の仲間になれ。さあ、乗れよ、フランキー。行きたい。
いつかまたさ、気が向いたら行こう。
ナミー、お前は俺の仲間だ。
お前の船のコック、俺が引き受ける。
俺たちもう仲間だろ。お前が俺に勝てるわけねえだろうが。
俺はもう二度と負けねえか。
For the amount of tears I had streaming down my face watching this back, it would have been a crying shame, no pun intended, to not give Max wins and just spin through it quickly. That was a truly, truly beautiful moment and deserves to be shown as such. Luffy being the last one to be sent away, but also Kuma being told by the Admiral that something will come from having done this.
完全崩壊を喫した
And two more to end the video. One is this poignant narration. The next, naturally, it bleeding into the ending. The ending to one of the greatest episodes I've seen of any anime, not just One Piece. Might seem weird to bring it up here, but just know this video is huge and will take me many hours to edit. This is why support on Patreon is always so needed and welcomed. I'll be hitting the first half of Spy Family Season 2 now, and then back for part 63. See you then! Chrono, the Swedish Muggle, Marcelus the Roman, Nexus 47, AdmiralNugget, Moody Blues, Kody Tiffany, Timothy Wilcox, Curtis Daniels Jr., Tomo Sandy, Henrik Jessen, Tide Wes, David Freriks, OliveWharf, FuriousMoe, SaltLover, Jokerims, Rimuru, GamerLudwig, Onyx Calif, Donald Newburn, Robert Jackson, Sakomi Arorim, Starkip, Kai Wolfspring, Dante's Face, Mihran Ardjian, Kody Niemeier, Snowy, Sarcastic Truth, Hitter the Wicked, Will Sass, Thrasher 340, Owen Halloran, Extinct Hero, Alexander Schwartz, Dante Sol, Drake's Daughter, Rudies, Dragon Boy 1, Iso, Cameron, Mode of Rim, Tiger Lily Warrior, Knuckle Duster, Otto Abel, Christian Terrassa, Matthew Barr, Ruby Rose, Commander Cyrus, Cloud Garden, Luis Minito, Brian Bayot, Mini Masher, Garrett Vermeesh, Ryan DeVeries, Dragon Defender, Natsu Dragneel, A Joker XD, Willy Man, Laxor, TRS, Liam Gogati, Kai158, Mr. Firecall, Wacky Normal, Silence 44, Lionel Schultz, Kevin Elston, Nozomi, Nick Monaco, Marvin, Satakayari, Devikel, Christopher Willis, Laxus, Michael Lewis, Lazy Joe Beard, CD Mad Gamer, Cecilia, Nick Wyndham, Nuvagown, Guru, Cedric, Kevin 102, Sean, Darth Weirdo, Dragonstorm 35, Cumfreak, Kelnock, Marquez, Q-Flash, Brainless Ben, Oliver Smiley Reacts, Your Edvardson, Kepan, Kyle Jones, Peter Milligan, John, The Elementator Wars, Amadillo, Nick Pell, Orkeeper, The Ever Commander, Jason Davies, Likely Winter, Matthew Blancett, Oscar I. Lopez, Juffer6263, Storm 970, Isel Caldera, Kevin Nauta, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Dan, Ali 50, Bird Without a Word, Chris Harris, 9028, Headshot Hunter, Brandon Creer.